The Detroit Lions are getting a lot of praise this offseason, and while we've never been to a Super Bowl, I think that time is going to change. I'm currently 43 years old, and I think the Detroit Lions will win one by the time I'm 50. And what happens? How do you get to that point? You have a stellar team that you build through the draft, and sometimes you have to take a chance on a high-price free agent. And the one that I think takes us and puts us into Super Bowl contention, yes, I said it, would be Quinnen Williams. Now, there's been a lot of discussion as to what team he'll play for in 2023. And while he currently is under contract with the New York Jets, we're hearing reports early on that him and the Jets were nowhere close. And now we're hearing that they might be a little closer than they were a month ago. But I'm here to tell you that the hope for Quinnen Williams officially died yesterday. If there was any chance at all that the Detroit Lions were going to trade for Quinnen Williams, which I think was super low to begin with, it is all officially done at this point. Why would I say that? Well, yesterday, a defensive tackle that has been linked to the city of Detroit before by the name of Ed Oliver wind up getting an extension yesterday. From Adam Schefter, former 9th overall pick defensive tackle Ed Oliver and the Buffalo Bills reached an agreement on a 4-year, $68 million extension, including $45 million guaranteed per source. Oliver had 1 year left on deal and is now tied to Buffalo for the next 5 seasons. Now, what that means is that the extension takes effect after next year, when he was on the last year of his rookie deal, where he was slated to get $10 million. Now they're going to lock him up for the next 5 years. Now, I have a thought that is probably, and this is why I think that the Detroit Lions, any hope at all, any hope, which was slim to begin with, but any hope at all, if Ed Oliver got $65 million with $45 million guaranteed, what do you think Quinnen Williams is going to ask for? Now, we're hearing rumors that it was $23, $25 to $30 million. Now, here's why I think if there was any hope, it died yesterday. Because if we take a look at the highest paid defensive tackles in the National Football League, of course, number one is Aaron Donald with an average of $31 million a year. Jeffrey Simmons, he deserves it. Number 2, Deron Payne. Number 3, Dexter Lawrence. Number 4, and Javon Hargrave. Number 5. Now, here's the thing about these. Is all of these guys, as I discussed in a different video, if you're a defensive tackle and you're any good, you are going to be coveted, period. Jonathan Allen, number 8. Vita Vea, number 10. Kenny Clark. Ed Oliver now is number 11. Let me show you where Quinnen Williams is, where he sits on this list. Currently, under his current deal, he is ranked number 24. Now, this is why at $8 million a year, this is why the Detroit Lions have to pull out of this race if they were ever in it to begin with. He is number 24th. Now, if I'm Quinnen Williams, I want to get paid. I want to be all the way up here. Now, he's going to top Jeffrey Simmons. It's going to be hard to top Aaron Donald, but he is going to top Jeffrey Simmons. He's looking for $25 to $30 million. Now, if I'm Quinnen Williams, I'm telling the New York Jets, make me the highest paid defensive tackle in the league. Lock me up for the next 5 years, 4 or 5 years, even if it's a 4-year deal. I want my average to be bigger than Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, if I'm not mistaken, is almost 30 years old, or he's on his way. He is 32 years old and 20 days. Now, my man is still a dog. First round, 13th pick in 2014. We know because we took Ebron instead of Aaron Donald. We all know this. But if I'm Quinnen Williams, I'm 25 years old, and I want to be the highest paid player in the league. At 25 years old, I'm not going to let a guy that's 32, who is still a dog, by the way. I don't want to take anything from Aaron Donald, but if I'm Quinnen Williams and I'm seeing Jeffrey Simmons get paid, I'm seeing Deron Payne. He was the first major defensive tackle to get paid this offseason. There's no way that I'm going to let Ed Oliver get more money than me. And whatever chance the Detroit Lions stood at attaining Quinnen Williams, which was slim to none to begin with. We can all hope, we can all wish, we can all dream, and we can all speculate and talk about it. But it was minute to begin with. It is off the table now because there's no way that the Detroit Lions are going to pay upwards of $25, $30 million. So Jeffrey Simmons, in my opinion, is number 2, obviously, but the Ed Oliver, who is, he's okay. I mean, if I would want him on our team, but that's not going to happen now. $17 million or so, 15, somewhere around there, 3.5 sacks last year. Quinnen Williams, although he had a standout year, had 12 sacks, if I'm not mistaken, 12, maybe 13. This guy's going to want to get paid. So whatever chance the Detroit Lions stood at attaining Quinnen Williams is off the table. I'm going to call that DOA, do not resuscitate, right now, because there's not a chance after the deal that Ed Oliver got yesterday that Quinnen Williams will settle for anything less. In my opinion, he's not going to want to be number 2. He's not going to want to be number 2. He's going to be number 3. And to be number 2, we would have to pay him between $24 million and $31 million per year. That's where his average would be. So in my opinion, Quinnen Williams is going to outprice himself where he's going to be unattainable. And it's not a lot of teams with the draft capital to get him, as far as not the draft capital, the salary cap as far as this year. So those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's the type of move that would take us, put us in immediate Super Bowl contention, if you ask me. He's that good of a player. So, and we desperately need a quality defensive tackle. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We didn't think it was going to happen. We know the odds were slim, but now, based on Ed Oliver's deal, it's a wrap. He gone. It is done. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Kind of takes that completely off the table. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.